Kia ora fam, welcome to this Empire Tech Cave video gaming review. As always, I am your resident tech and gaming guy Dave, and this time around on the crazy roller coaster of gaming life, we are taking a look at one of the most anticipated releases of 2019 so far, with The Division 2. Now we've reviewed it on the PC, and this review is spoiler free in regards to the storyline. It does contain some very brief story setup details, but that's about it. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the Division games, it is a looter shooter series based in the Tom Clancy-verse. Tom Clancy has become associated with games that are highly tactical, action-packed, and full to the brim. The brim? The brim. That's a fish, Dave. The brim, with detail, nuance, and character. In his first outing, the Division was set in New York, where a lethal biological warfare agent known as the Green Poison had been released on the population of Manhattan, and the Division was called in. Agents of the Division are effectively a clandestine organization called in as the last means when other societal and domestic law enforcement agencies cannot cope. It fits right in with Tom Clancy's work, and here at the Empire it was on the multiplayer roster for ages. So, as you can imagine, I was a little bit excited for the second one. Set this time in Washington DC, 7 months after the original game. The excitement was reinforced during the beta phases of the game. As compared to almost every other looter shooter in existence, it appears that Ubisoft were learning from the first game and were going to go live with a cohesive, complete game that wasn't going to suffer from any of the jarring instabilities or outright game-breaking bugs and crashes which have been a hallmark of live service game releases over the last couple of years. I am very happy to be able to report that this is in fact the case, and The Division 2 has launched with a robust campaign, tight and enjoyable gameplay loop, and an impressive game world to spend the 50 plus hours building up to the end game content in. There are some obvious enhancements over the first game, most obviously in gear and character abilities. Previously, only the top tier gear sets would give you set bonuses in the game, stuff like Tactician's Authority. But in this one, there are multiple brands of gear which provide character bonuses over and above the armor score, and you can build them up to sets of 3. It's nice to see this move into the pre-end game content loop for players, and especially nice to see that it can be applied to lower rarity gear instead of being locked away in that end game space. Abilities and stats wise, there's a few new toys to play with as well as having multiple options for SHD ability specialization, which is up from 2 in the original. Core gameplay will feel very familiar to anyone that's played a recent Tom Clancy game. It's primarily a cover-based shooter. Instead of enemies dropping quickly as they would in a game like Ghost Recon, you have to get multiple hits on target to whittle down their health until they drop. You have an assortment of weapons, gadgets, and tactical movement options to get the job done, and strategic placement and mini-map awareness are two critical skills that you need to develop early on if you want to keep on top of some of these missions. As a result of the cover-based gameplay, it does feel less dynamic than a Destiny 2 or an Anthem style game, but this is somewhat compensated for by the detail given to the gear, the weapon customizations, the abilities, and large dynamic open map. Not to mention, the tactical shooting is just on point. The sensation of weapon fire is really, really good in this game. It supports 4-player co-op, and there are a selection of game modes if you're into competitive, most noticeably the Dark Zone, which is a complete blast. This PvP enabled area carries greater risk to you, but the potential rewards are much better than in the normal, safe PvE only areas of the game, if you can safely extract the gear from the zone. It is a hugely intense experience and well worth spending some time in once you've got a few levels under your belt. All in all, there is a lot to like about this one, assuming you're a fan of cover-based looter shooter style games. It is especially nice as you don't feel like you're getting a half-finished product being pushed out to meet a deadline. Anthem. This game is great from the outset, combining strong graphics, tight gameplay, a robust campaign, and returning with excellent hybrid PvE/PvP Dark Zone and competitive modes for your multiplayer fixes if running in co-op isn't your thing. For me, this one gets a very well earned 9 out of 10. Now, as always, thanks for checking out this review. If you like what we're doing, please do subscribe to the channel and drop us a comment below. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We got cars, movies, laptops, stuff and things, and let's be honest, you are not going to get us on any other channel on the internet, so you might as well stay tuned. Ha! If, however, this is your final video with us, then I will see you